Today I'm reviewing set 71809, the Egalt, the Master Dragon. This is a Ninjago themed set and I'm super excited to get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Lego Miss guys. I'm very excited to get into this set because it was one I've wanted for a while, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, we get a good variety of minifigures and we're gonna look into them right now. So let's get straight into the review. So first up we have Lloyd. He looks really good with great torso printing, great leg printing and great feet printing. As you can see, he's got a nice mask on his head as well, which is always great. Unfortunately, no arm printing, but the minifigure looks really good without arm printing anyway. On the back, as you can see, there is a bit of printing underneath the sword holder, but the sword holder is really cool. I think we saw one of them in the earlier reviews as well for one of the earlier sets, but I just love it when they include these little things that go on the ninjas' backs. It just makes the minifigure look so much better in every way. So as you can see, there's me taking the sword out and putting it back in. It's just super smooth, and it's a really nice place to store the sword. If you take the mask off, you can see one of Lloyd's facial expressions being like the eye mask underneath. And then you also have another facial expression where he's looking a bit angry, a bit upset. Overall, what a solid, great figure this is, and that is one of the 5 minifigures we're going to look at in this set. So, up next we have Naya. I've never actually got a Naya minifigure before, so I'm really excited to get her. As you can see, she has really nice printing on the torso, legs, and the feet once again. As you can see, she does come with an extra mask, but she also comes with a hairpiece as well, so you can pick and choose which one you want to use. Personally, I think the hairpiece looks a little bit better because it looks a bit more unique. As you can see, Naya does have 2 facial expressions, one being the eye mask, which goes well with the actual ninja molded mask, which looks great. So as you can see on the back, once again, you do have another sword holder, so that's always nice and handy, like I said before, so you don't always have to have it in her hand. She does have a little bit of back printing as well. As you can see here, this minifigure is very, very detailed, just like every single other Ninjago minifigure. Next up, we have Sora. And this isn't the same Sora minifigure that's in Sora's Elemental Tech Mech. This is actually a different minifigure because she has a really nice, cool hair molded piece where it's like a dual mold. So it's basically a hoodie with her hair underneath it, and it's all part of one mold, which is really great, and it looks awesome. As you can see on the back, she has an even better sword holder because you can actually hold 2 swords. Honestly, I think this is incredible, and they should do this more often. So if we take the mold off at the top here, as you can see it's double molded, so you do get the hair and the hood, and underneath you also get like a balaclava / armor piece as well for the shoulders, which is really nice. She has 2 facial expressions. It's such a solid minifigure. This is so much better than the Sora from the Elemental Tech Mech. But next up we have Cinder. And I assume, I haven't watched the show much, I've watched a few episodes now, I am getting there, but I assume this guy is a bad guy, because he's got bad guy vibes. Although, this minifigure is awesome, it honestly is. So first off, we've got this badass looking sword, and when I say badass, I mean badass. The building techniques used to make this sword is really cool. I wouldn't have thought of this, so well done Lego. This guy has really nice printing on the torso, the legs and the feet. He has a really nice hairpiece with 2 facial expressions and a little fur piece to go over his shoulders as well, which is nice. That seems like part of his outfit as well, so it just finishes the look. Next up, we have Lord Raz. And I also think he is a bad guy as well. And he sure checks out as a baddie looking guy. As you can see, his weapon of choice is this really cool hammer. It has a pointy bit at the end. It looks great, honestly. The minifigure himself, it isn't actually a mask. That is Lord Raz's whole head. It's just one big mold, which looks good. You get these purple shoulder pad things for his armor. That looks great too. He also has insane printing on the torso, the legs, and the feet. Lord Raz also has a little bit of back printing too, if you were wondering. Such a solid minifigure. All 5 of these minifigures are top tier and already make this set worth it. But what comes next is even better. So these are the builds. First off, we're going to look at this shrine looking area. It looks like a shrine anyway. So as you can see, there's like a tree at the back. You've got a rock with some kind of, there's a weapon and what looks to be a shield. I'm not sure that's actually what it is. Maybe that's in the show later on. The weapon looks really cool. It's like a dual-sided hammer or a mace. And whatever that shield-looking thing is, the prints on that look great. And it is a printed piece, which is always good to have. So a pretty awesome side build, and if you put the minifigures next to the side build, it makes it look even better. Next up, we have Egalt. Egalt. It's not Algat, it's Egalt, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, this dragon looks insane. It really does. It has so much nice detail, and it sure does look like a dragon. A really cool one as well. So as you can see here, this is his face piece. It looks great. It's all printed on the face, which is always great. He does look like an older type of dragon, so he does have a little white mustache. He also has one of them hats for like senseis and stuff like that. I don't know the proper terms for all this, but I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later in the show. This dragon looks insane. You get these really cool wing pieces, which aren't actually like built wings. It's just like a bit of plastic, but it looks good. It does the job, it really does, and just makes the wings look overall better in this way. Them wings can be moved around as well to suit your posable needs. So as you can see, the feet, they do move. The feet look great with the little spikes coming off the end to be like his toes. You do have some stickers going up the legs as well, but they don't look too bad and do add a lot of detail. So you can move the joint at the bottom of the foot. You can also move the joints at the top of the leg as well, just for more posability. As you can see here, this is where the rider will sit. So you can sit one minifigure there. So we're going to pop Lloyd right there. He does look great sitting on the dragon, but I don't know how he's seen over the dragon, because he definitely can't see over the dragon. Although the stickers do look nice on the saddle. As you can see, there is a sword on his tail, but we can move that sword and put it near the saddle. It just looks a little bit better there, I do admit. Just a bit more out the way. It does look a bit odd on his tail, but you can put it wherever you want to put it. The back leg also looks great with some really nice building techniques. You can move the back foot and also the top of the back leg as well. And then the tail can also be moved on all different joints. I think there's like 4 different joints you can move the tail from, which makes it a lot better for play and also display with posability. So there's a better view of the sword sitting at the bottom of the tail. But that is Egalt, the Master Dragon. And let me tell you, he does look like a master. He really does. The way you can open his jaw and everything and move his head to where you want it looks great. You can pose him in loads of different poses. It's nice, it really is. And I hope I get more of these dragons, because I do think the dragons will look better if there's more of them grouped up together. But yeah, guys, that was set 71809. If you did enjoy this review, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow for the next episode of Legomas.